So no suicide. Ahmed Timol was pushed to his death and a court has found that he was murdered. Let's speak to his younger brother, Mohammed Timol. Thank you for being with us, Mohammed. So just hours, has this sunk in? What does it feel like knowing that he will be remembered as he should have always been, as a martyr?
He has always been remembered by peace-loving people of South Africa, by the people of South Africa who opposed the apartheid system, and they believe that Ahmed did not commit suicide. But as far as the legal situation is concerned, the law, the findings in the 1972 inquest was that he had committed suicide. It was during the apartheid time, during very difficult time, and there was no way we could challenge that finding at that time, because the prosecutors, the security police, the magistrates, they were all in cahoots, and the inquest was a farce.
You've raised an important point, that people did believe he had not committed suicide. People knew there was a murder. The public, I think, as soon as the testimony started, knew what was going on. But is it very different when a judge, when a court of law says it's so? Does that make a difference?
Definitely it makes a difference, because that stigma of suicide is no longer there. For the past, in democratic South Africa, this is what we have been fighting for the reopening of the inquest, so that we can have a judge in this new constitution of South Africa to come to a finding and set aside the finding of 1972, which he has done, and he has found that Ahmed was murdered at the hands of the police.
Does this give you closure? Would you say to other families, because we know there are a lot of families out there who still want justice, is it worth fighting for this posthumous justice?
Definitely it is. The fact of the situation that Ahmed was the 17th person to be killed in detention from 1963 to 1971, he was the 17th person to be killed in detention. And thereafter, from 71 onwards, we have lots of cases. In 76, we had 77 Steve Biko. In 1977, there was another case of a young man of 23 years old, Matthew Malabane, who was also thrown from the 10th floor of security police. And his father is 95 years old and still alive, and he wants closure too. So it's not only important for the Timol family that this matter has brought some sort of closure, but we still have not got the truth. Sergeant Rodrigues, the judge has recommended that he be charged as an accessory to murder. Sergeant Rodrigues is part of the cover-up, and we'd still like to know what the truth is.
How did it feel watching these officers, after nearly 5 decades, still lying under oath?
Because they believe their own lies. Sergeant Rodrigues was in the witness box for a lengthy time, and he had a smile on his face throughout. And obviously, I was in the 1972 inquest. I was there when Sergeant Rodrigues gave evidence at the time, at the height and the might of the apartheid regime. And yet, it seems, in a democratic South Africa, he still don't want to tell us the truth.
Are you very angry?
I think that he has had a chance, and the law must take its course.
Would you like to see him in jail?
I think he has an opportunity. Within our constitution and within our law, if the NPA wants to charge him, Sergeant Rodrigues have an opportunity to make full disclosure. I think it's Section 28 of the Act, whereby he will get immunity. He has a chance. If he has to go to jail, it will be of his own making.
Very quickly, 46 years ago he died, but you remember your brother. How do you think he would have wanted this victory to have been used?
A celebration for our democracy. Ahmed was in a struggle against apartheid, and those of us who were in a struggle for freedom and democracy, that was one of the things that could have happened to any one of us. And in my own situation, I've seen many of my comrades fall on the side. So in any struggle against an oppressive regime, people do die. It is unfortunate that my brother was killed in the manner he was.
Mohammed Timol, thank you so much for your time this evening on an incredible day for your family.